give a chance to the bowler to think that he's coming at me. And just came down beautifully. And he's not really worried about is he hitting a 6 or 4. All he's worried that he's going to hit in that gap. And that gap behind the bowlers is the best one.
So copious quantities of water being used. In conditions like this, you need to try and keep yourself filled up all the time with liquid. So the Sri Lankans ensuring that they do that. Chaminda Was doing the 12th man duties. He's probably one of the most senior players in the team. So the Mahala Jayawardene is active contributor and a leading campaigner to the Hope Cancer Project. Mahala lost a younger brother to cancer and since then has been actively looking to try and... It's a good bit of bowling. Sudawata, in contrast to Jayawardene, sort of gives himself away, particularly when the spinner bowls, comes up a little too early and enables the bowler to drop it short. There you are. Missed the stumps or the bails.
I think he missed the stumps completely. Although I think the batsmen were back. Batsman was very quick in coming back into his creek, but there was definite opportunity. For a little while, it could have just taken the bails off, and then maybe, you never know, it might be in the air or might have been on the line. Just have a look at this here. He went way out, and it's just enough time in there, and look at that. His feet probably was back on the ground, but there was an opportunity.
Tauki does come across as a crafty bowler. This might be close. It's a good throw. I'm sure it'll go to the third umpire. There is going to be a referral. All these direct throws, although they look good from a batsman's point of view, to the naked eye, there's always a chance that it might be touch and go. Let's have a look at this. It's gone, I would think.
Some job for the third umpire here. That's out, I think. There you go, that's gone. The bail's off, and he's maybe a couple of inches short. So Mahala Jayawardene will be walking back very, very soon. This red light will come on. I've seen heaps of time, sometime this light looking to press the red one, they press green one, but this time on the spot, red one, and he's gone.
Yes, this is what happens on these direct hits. Jayawardene can't believe it, but he thought he was in, but these direct hits can really see that you're gone. Jayawardene departs. He's very, very disappointed. Sri Lanka loses second wicket. He's gone for 61, 114 for 2.
Kupagedra on the crease, right-handed batsman, not much of experience, but been there, he knows this game pretty well. Got 450s, best of 95, and this is how it happened.
Yes, the call was quick enough. Jayawardene sort of creased his bat right throughout, but I would reckon probably wasn't swift enough to get to the sort of wicket-keeper's end, and as soon as the throw was straight, the chances were that it could go anyway.
Well, it's amazing that every time it's a direct hit, there's a fair chance that the batsman will be out. And this is exactly what happened with Mahala Jayawardene.
So Kupagedra has been one of the up-and-coming stars in the Sri Lankan batting. He has made 4 half-centuries in one-day cricket, but has been batting lower down the order, and that's one of the reasons I think his average is in the 20s. Now got an opportunity of batting high in the order, so he'll need to make use of these opportunities. Uses the slog sweep, does that well. There'll be 2 runs or maybe 4 even. Once again, a lot of effort, but very unfortunate. 15 overs done, 118 for 2. Tend to take these power plays consecutively. Very rarely do we find teams, the fielding side, looking to try and take one of the power plays at least, not consecutively or in succession. But one must give credit to the UAE fielders for the commitment they've shown. They are not professionals in the strict sense of the word. Some of them, a lot of them, in fact all of them probably having other jobs and semi-professional in their cricket. Age 37 is Kuram Khan, batted wonderfully well in that first game against Bangladesh, picked up 7 wickets in his ODI career so far, and they're continuing to maintain an element of pressure. I think one of the things that UAE cricket would be looking to do is to try and get replacements for most of these players, isn't it? And I was quite pleased to hear that there are something like 400 schools around there, and a lot of them are now starting to play cricket, and a lot of them being expats, particularly from the Asian region. I think cricket stands a very good chance in terms of development in the UAE.
Well, I'm pretty sure that UAE will be a very good side in a very near future, because not only the schools, but they've got the international academy also opening up. They've sent quite a few players to India in their MRF academy, the fast bowling academy, so they are working on it. It takes a long time, Ranjit, you probably tell, because Sri Lanka, you have seen them coming through, how they came up, and now they're the world beaters now, so it takes a long time, but and a sheer hard work also, and I'm sure these UAE officials or UAE cricket board officials, they must have been working on it.
Also, a good thing about it is I think they've adopted this policy of allowing or insisting on 4 nationals to play in the team, and I've also been told that the 4 nationals have started cricket at the young age, which means that they've developed through the system rather than sort of getting into a club at a late age and then learning it when it's not easy to try and learn the rudiments of the game. So I think as soon as they have 1 or 2 stars, particularly amongst the nationals, it's going to take off and catch on. That's through the offside, and that'll get down to the boundary. Again, picking the gap here was of the essence. Beautiful timing, and really didn't hit it too hard.
Use the pace. It was sort of a cooker delivery, and there you go. Use the pace and placed it beautifully right in the middle of the 2 fielders. 125 in 15 overs. I'm not really sure why has he got that man in. That man should be patrolling down on the boundary. You can bring the mid-wicket fielder maybe in, take a chance that he will hit you against the spin rather than keeping that point fielder. Left arm spinners intend to bowl short, and there's fair chance that they'll get cut through that cover point region. But if you are bowling in a power play, then you can afford maybe to bring the mid-wicket in. At least if he'll hit you, there's a chance that the ball might just pop up, or a 1 odd spin, and then you might pick up a wicket. Another one.
See, they continue to give away runs by way of wides, and also bowl those additional deliveries. And sweeps well, in fact, gets his wrist nicely over it, but just a single. 16 overs bowled, 128 for 2.
When getting a good hit in the middle yesterday and even today. Mahela Javardhan missed out yesterday, and he played a little knock off 61, looked really good. So when they go in the second round, this is going to really help them, especially in this heat. If you go out there and get a good hit, it takes a lot out of you, fair enough, but it also gives you a lot of boost in the air.
Well, Mohammad Tawqir, in fact, impressed in that first game against Bangladesh. He bowled 3 very good overs until a bit of a niggle or maybe a cramp took him away, and then he fell off. But he continues to impress and be composed despite the fact that the Sri Lankans are batting without too much stress. And he too is a UAE national, so one might think of these players being the role models in the UAE area and looking to try and develop their cricket. Again, nice flight, the length perfect again. So he realized that the batsman was looking to use his feet, just held it back, took the pace off it.
Nice ball into Kir bhai.
This is what I really love about the Sri Lankan batsmen. Not only Sri Lankan, even Indian or Pakistani subcontinent batsmen. They're never hesitant of using their feet. And if you can use your feet against the spinners, every chance you'll pick up single and you take those short fielders out of the game. But what I've seen in England over the period of time when I used to play in county cricket, batsmen never used to come out of the crease, and I think that's where they're missing out. Now the Australians have started doing it. Indians are probably one of the best ones. We've seen Sachin Tendulkar playing against Shane Warne, one of the best leg spinner in the world has ever seen. You know, using the feet or sweeping and doing different things, making him think more than. There you go. Ouch! That's out. I heard something, and so Simon Toffel did too. Looking to come forward, saw it short and looked to cut and nicked it to the keeper.
Yes, Kapukadara looking to try and get things moving, coming down, but a clever delivery. Bowled it quicker outside the off stump. Mohammad Tawqir using his experience and a thick edge. In fact, a good catch. In fact, the deflection was sharp and the wicket-keeper Ali picking it up. Umpire Tawfel having no doubts whatsoever. And that's the third Sri Lankan wicket that's gone. Chamara Kapukadara is the batsman out, 131 for 3. Certainly not out here. Chamara Silva, the new batsman. The UAE bowlers picking up wickets in regular intervals. Chamara Silva, 1,216 runs with a good average of 32.26, which is good for someone who's been batting lower down in the one-day game. And he's there because the Sri Lankans have lost Chamara Kapukadara, who was caught behind off a very good delivery from Mohammad Tawqir. Good catch by the wicket-keeper with a clear deflection. So the new batsman Chamara Silva, he's on strike. Fine play to work it on both sides with flick of the wrist. 17 none, 131 for 3.
गोपी बिहारी बंसी बजावत मधुर मधुर जो भागत भागत गोपी आवत लिया मनमोह। जय श्री कृष्ण। जय नए हिंदी एंटरटेनमेंट चैनल कलर्स पर आ रहा है एक नया हिंदी एंटरटेनमेंट चैनल कलर्स।
Ranil Amenaka with Atal Khan.
Thank you, Ranjit. So the Sri Lankans have batted 17 overs, having won the toss. And they've lost 3 wickets. They've got runs, but what they won't be too happy about is the fact they've lost 3 wickets. Sangakkara going in the first over, then Jayawardene run out. And just a moment ago, Chamara Kapukadara. Milo Udavata has gone on, opened the innings, playing in place of Sanat Jayasuriya. And he's moved on to 48 now, having faced 46 deliveries. So it's up to Udavata today to make use of this opportunity, make a real big one.
Yes, definitely an opportunity for Udavata. Chamara Silva also missing out in the first game. Didn't score too many. He's got an opportunity. They put on 132 for 3 in 17.1 overs. Still a very long way to go. And one would expect Sri Lanka to look for some partnership. Got to give credit to UAE bowlers for picking up those 3 wickets. One of them was a run out. They're just bowling to a good line, but they've just given them too many runs.
Swept down to deep square leg, just the 1 run. Yes, and in fact Mahala Jayawardene mentioned at the toss that one of the areas he'd like the batsman to work on, the middle order, to make runs, because yesterday Chamara Silva made 19, Dilshan made 29, Vas made 13, then Kulasekar went for 1. Eased away for a single, so he felt that the middle should not lose wickets at regular intervals. And Chamara Kapugadra moves on to 50. Sorry, Mahalo Dewata, he's on 49, correction, right? He's on 49, 47 deliveries faced. Chamara Silva's on 2, he's faced 3 deliveries. 4 singles so far in this over.
Good bowling, Guri.
There it is, a half century for Dewata.
And very well have made a half century from Odawata, getting his first opportunity. Second ODI 50 of just 48 deliveries. He needs to go on from here. He needs to get and look for that 3-figure mark. 5 boundaries, 104.2 strike rate.
Six singles in that over, and it's 137 for 3 after 18. It's Takir who's bowling the off-spinner. Nice action and good balance at the point of delivery.
Yes, of the 2 off-spinners that I've seen, he looks with a much better balance in action, as you just mentioned. Looking for that second run, needs to be quicker. Throw is a little bit higher. No damage in the end. We saw Mahela Jayawardene struggling and getting run out. Just need to be careful. Good pick up and throw way too up for keeper. Yeah. In the end, quite comfortable, the batsman getting in.
Yes, this pair, since they got together, they've been working the singles, rotating it in one area that they've got to work on is the throwing in. The arms aren't strong enough. That should never have been a second run from around 25 meters, 30 meters. Should get a flat throw in straight into the gloves of the keeper. Those are little areas that they've got to keep working on.
Too wide. Yes, and at times when you see that the batsmen are looking to pick up that second single, instead of just throwing straight to the keeper's hand, you can bounce it and bounce it in the square, and it skids through and goes a lot quicker to the keeper. So there are a few very small things which make a big difference, and I'm sure as the coach who's just taken the reign of UAE just for 7 days, he'll probably work on it a lot better if he has some more time with the team. But I'm sure he'll be pointing out and jotting it out in his pad to make sure that when he goes back to training, he'll probably practice them on a regular basis. Sri Lanka would be a touch disappointed by losing 3 wickets. Mahela Jayawardene was looking good. Kumara Sangakkara missing out. That's gone. Yep. That's bowled a bit too wide, but Silva just couldn't get over it and played it straight to the fielder at short third. A big wicket. 4th one gone. Look at that. That was good, but it just came back in and straight to the fielder at short third. Indica taking the catch. Wicket number 4.
Yes, 142 for 4 and Chamara Silva goes for 6. And with it, the drinks come on the field. Sri Lanka have got themselves into a spot of bother here. Mahela Jayawardene run out. He got run out for 61. 3 wickets falling in quick succession. Chamara Kapugadra caught behind trying to play that chop shot. Takir the wicket taker, and now Chamara Silva trying to back cut far too close to the stumps to play that stroke. Lanka having been 114 for 1, 114 for 2, 131 for 3, 142 for 4. So the three batsmen going quickly. Jayawardene a run out 61, Kapugedera for 11 and Chamra Silva for 6. So Dilshan has joined Udavata, the opening batsman. He's on 51 not out, well compiled half century. So the Sri Lankan batsmen have lost a bit of an opportunity here.
Yes, they've lost the momentum and they need to do a little bit of work here. They don't want to lose any more wickets at this stage of the game. They're pretty well placed at 142 now, 143 for 4 in 19.1 overs. What they don't want to do it now is to lose wickets. If they go on to play another till the 50th overs, they will score more than, if not 300 runs. That's the wicket. He just came into bat and hit that straight to the fielder, Indika. And look at Tokir, very delighted. They need to build up a partnership. They need to play some sensible cricket now. Dilshan, we know that can play a long inning. He's got an opportunity.
Another single. Yes, this is the last main batting pair in the Sri Lankan lineup. They're playing 6 batsmen in this match, as they did in the previous game. Chamra Kapugedera, Chamra Silva in the middle. They've gone. So it's Dilshan. Bit of experience for Dilshan. 144 matches, 2,800 runs. And Udavata, the opener, made a half century in the West Indies, played in the 3 ODIs there. He's made a half century again today. He must go on. That's what Sri Lanka needs. They've got themselves into a bit of a spot, but they've got to get out. They've got to get out well against this UAE side.
There's nothing to worry about for the Sri Lankans. Even if they get 6 runs in each over from here on till the 50th over, they will still score more than 300 runs. There are ample spaces available, quite a few gaps where you can put it through them and pick up those singles. And also there will be deliveries where you're bound to get boundaries. The only worry for them is the wickets. They must ensure that they don't lose a wicket here now. Get some partnership going on. Udavata should play the leading role. And obviously Dilshan is a much more experienced player to support Udavata. 147 for 4.
First power play, then 8.40. That was a good 5 overs for them. And then the next 5 overs wasn't good. Just 29 runs, 5.80 and 2 wickets.
He's bowling well, isn't he? And a very good session for that 5 overs you just mentioned for UAE. Got to give them the credit. They are new. He's playing his only second one international. And he's not afraid to toss it up to the batsman. He's mixed it up quite nicely. He's bowled flatter. At times he's tossed it up. They went with that wicket. The first dot you see was of Kumara Sangakkara, but the run rate boomed up. But then after like 9 to 10 overs, then it started to fall back. And the period between 12 to rather 15 to 21, when they started to pick up those wickets, that 3 white dots right at the top on the right hand are the wickets.
As it always happens when a wicket falls, that the rate slows down. 2-3 wickets on this occasion, and the rate was pushed right back. But still Sri Lanka going at a rate of 7.27. So it just needs 2 players to steady the innings, and then the runs are going to mount again.
And as a spinner, if you can pick up a couple of wickets, then you get into this confidence level that you feel really good. The beliefs gets better and better that yes, you can pick up wickets at regular intervals. You get into a nice rhythm. 150 coming up with that single. And Mohammad Tauqir has been quite impressive in his 6th over. 150 up for the Sri Lankans. Can he pick up another wicket to put a little bit of more pressure on the Sri Lankans? He's getting a little bit of turn as well.
21 overs gone, 151 for 4. Couple of runs as Dilshan square cuts that too deep point. TM Dilshan, 1 century in his ODI career. That against the Netherlands. Some good innings against South Africa, India, England, and another one against the Netherlands.
He bats in the middle order. Doesn't get a lot of opportunities to play for a number of overs. As you look at the best batting, the ones against South Africa and India, 82 unbeaten, again 81 unbeaten. So he's batted through to that innings, and that's where his importance comes into play. He plays a very important role for the Sri Lankans. You have Kumara Sangakaras and Sana Jayasuriya and Mahila Jayawardena at the top, but in the middle part you'll always find Dilshan playing a very important role, and he needs to do that today as well.
Yes, today he's got the opportunity to go on and on. Still in the 22nd over. Not a big appeal from the bowler. Momentary loss of concentration.
That's not a shot that would please Udavate. Wasn't too short, but he just wanted to whack it over mid-wicket. Much better from Udavate on that occasion. Down the ground for a single. You really don't want to see him getting carried away. He's worked hard and has moved quite comfortably to 57. You don't want him to throw it away now. The message would be to just bat on and on and on. Just don't lose any wickets.
End of 22 overs, 155 for 4. He continues, he is into his 7th over. And I thought that's something the captain will have to think about it. Is he going to bowl him right through, finish his overs, or maybe keep a couple for later?
Well, I would reckon that he should bowl Tauqir straight on, because he's picked up the wickets. You can't just hang on and pull him back and bring him back when if these two batsmen go on to play another 10-15 overs, they'll be set not just Udavate, but only I'm talking about Dilshan, because if he survives another 10 overs, then he can play his shots. I would reckon he should be bowled and finish his score of 10 overs. That's my opinion. Saqib might have different opinion as well, but he's bowled well. He's pegged the batsman down, he's troubled the batsman, picked up the wickets. Once again, there you go, just holding it back. I like what he does.
Yes, the rhythm has been good and it hasn't wavered. So he might as well see if he can pull the Sri Lankans back with one more wicket. You can see Udavate there. Just a little bit of frustration creeping in. Not being able to rotate the strike. You can see 3 dot balls. Good effort, good commitment from the bowler. He rushed across and saved the single. 157 for 4 after 23. About 373, 375, and they'll feel fairly satisfied by batting first, having elected to bat first on winning the toss. They wanted runs, they wanted the batsman to get as much time out in the middle.
Good piece of fielding from that man again, Mohammad Tawqir. He's everywhere. He's picking up wickets, picking up and stopping those singles. The two spinners bowling in tandem. Well bowled. What's impressive about
Start from outside, huh? Little straighter.
Mohammad Tawqir is that he's bowled really well, and it's cashed on to the youngster who's bowling from the other end, Khan. Here you go. So he's bowling pretty nicely. You can always play down the ground and pick up the single, but he's not bowled any bad deliveries. The problem with the UAE team was that they bowled too many short pitch deliveries, gave away too much width outside the off stump, and runs were picked up quite easily and quickly. But for the last 5 to 7 overs, they've pegged it down, and on the way picked up that wickets as well. So it's good cricket. This is a good session, good time for UAE, and they no need to make it count.
Good bowling, Dada.
Once again, Udavada playing down the ground for a single.
It's definitely that the 4 wickets has given them confidence. Somewhere around the 17th over that they got the 4th wicket. So since then the last 5-6 overs have been good for UAE. They're playing with more confidence. You can see that they look more relaxed, more confident. They're going for the single, but doesn't stop it clean, and so they get it quite comfortably in the end.
Yes, I mentioned that the youngster on the other end, Khurram Khan, a youngster at the age of 36, have just been corrected. But I still like the way he has bowled and partnered Mohammad Tawqir. I haven't seen any one of them actually. That's why we tend to get a bit confused. Well bowled, really well bowled. Swing and a miss. Just the 4 runs by coming in that over. 161 for 4.
Lovely drive by Udavada past the bowler. That's racing away for 4. Very good shot all along the ground. Well timed straight drive.
That's a lovely drive from Udavada. Look at that. Beautifully done. And once you can get it past the umpire and the bowler, you can't get it much straighter, and you will always find the boundary. Nothing wrong in that shot. That's a beautiful shot, but I didn't like the way he played that shot in the last over when he tried to sweep some things from outside the off stump and missed it completely. If you can play good shots like that, then you need to just stick to it and forget about trying to accelerate the run rate. He's still going at 6.78 runs per over. Long way to go.
So if you could say something about Udavada, is that at times when he doesn't get the boundary, he tends to get a little frustrated. That's something he's got to get over. He's got to keep rotating the strike. That's important. Wait patiently for the boundaries. Try and make them if he can. Use his feet against the spinners. But he must not lose patience. That's important. He must go on and on. He's an opener. He gets the opportunity first up. Udavada has made 65 of 70 deliveries, so that alone is an indication that he's going at a good rate.
They took them 50 deliveries to smack that boundary. It does suggest that bowlers have bowled to him in a very good areas. Another single. 8 coming in that over after 25. 169 for 4.
Bruce Yardley and Ranjit Fernando.
Thanks, Ronald. Big opportunity here for Tilakaratne Dilshan. He doesn't get in this early all that often, so he should make 100 today. and show us what he's really made of. He's promises so much. That's a lovely sweep for 4. So that's 4 more for him.
That's the type of shot that would give him a fair degree of confidence. Again, picked up the length. It was outside the leg stump and hit it very firmly all along the ground. And he also hit it to a vacant area. Yes, he needs a sort of a big score to try and regain the confidence, the belief that he's an important cog in the Sri Lankan team. Of course, one really cannot deny his brilliance on the field. 16 in 16.
Chamara Silva failed. I'm disappointed. I've seen a bit of him, and I think he can really bat, but just gets a bit loose at times. Maybe it's just this occasion. It's not a big occasion, this, when you're playing the UAE, or a team that's just trying to emerge. And sometimes some of these players are big occasion players, you know, when there's not a lot in it. They don't seem to perform to the best of their ability, but he played a loose shot today, Chamara Silva.
Yes, I think the problem at times in being one of these big occasion players is that sort of if you just wait for the big occasion, you don't really get too many opportunities, because unless you are consistent in your form, say selectors at times tend to not have too much patience with you, and Chamara Silva really needs to make use of every opportunity to try and be amongst the runs.
I tell you who does impress me though, and that's Mahela Udawata.
Back up.
And you know, he got cracking in the first 10 overs. Wasn't afraid to hit the ball over the top. And he's lost 4 of his teammates. He's still there without any fuss at all. He's still batting at nearly 100. 66 from 71. So he's got a good cricket brain. I've seen that today. And Dilshan's just got to make sure that he bats 50 overs. 176 for 4. Sangakkara went for a duck. And then 114 was the partnership between Joe Widener and Udawata, which got them cracking, and then they lost 3 of them for not that many, and now it's up to these 2. And they've got the opportunity to bat right through, and that's what they should do. They've got a beautiful batting surface. Just a touch of turn. Nothing much, but Tokir has been terrific again today.
He's been absolutely terrific. I think he continues to impress me. 2 for 41, and on a pitch which really hasn't been of much assistance to the spinners. He's varied his flight and also bowled perfect length to all types of batsmen. So I think he is the type of player. There you are. This is the 9th edition of the Asia Cup. India have won the Asia Cup 4 times, Sri Lanka 3 times, and Pakistan once. So all those teams would be vying to try and take the major honours in this competition here in Pakistan in 2008, the Star Cricket Asia Cup.
Tokir, I saw him bowl in the first match, and I thought, wow, what a lovely off-spinning action. Just very simple, nice and side on, gets good rotation on the ball. That's beautiful. See that little bit of loop and curve? He's also got the opportunity just to drop the wrist and bowl a slider. Kapugedera tried to get at him. He saw him coming and fired a little bit quicker, a little wider, and caught him in 2 minds and got him caught behind. So he's also got a good cricket brain. You can have all the ability in the world, but if you're not a good thinker, you don't go very far. But he's pretty good.
27 overs bowled, 179 for 4.
0.63 runs per over, and if you bat at nearly 7 and you get through your 50 overs, you're going to make 340, 350, and I don't think the UAE are going to get them. But a little hiccup along the way, and at 114 for 1 and then 142 for 4, They just pegged them back a little bit, UAE. So it's now up to these two to push on. Just having another quick drinks break for the batters because it is oppressively hot. This is amazing.
Yes, what's been impressive about the UAE team is that they really haven't been pulled down by the fact that it's been hot out there. They've lost the toss. They've kept pressing on. And you sort of come to admire them for those reasons. I mean, they are semi-professional cricketers, and it's never easy because no doubt their levels of fitness is nowhere. And there you are. These are the wickets. These are the wickets they've been picking up at regular intervals. The first for Sangakkara. That was a big wicket, and he's a man who's come up with 100, oozing with confidence, and they no doubt were delighted. Jayawardene was next to go. This was again a brilliant piece of fielding, a direct hit. Jayawardene never thought he was out. Kapugedera, again another successful play in the previous game, failing on this occasion, caught behind, a good catch off a deflection. Just in there, and that was the fourth one. That was Chamara Silva. Mohammad Tauk hit the bowler.
So there's Kulasekara. They're into the bowlers. They get through one of these guys, get one of these guys out, and they're into the tail. The gentleman that's looked pretty good with the bat the other night. Looks like he can make a few when required, or hold up the end anyway. But one of these guys has got to bat through till the end. Shah was impressive again today. He got the first wicket. And there's a bowling change here. It's Al Hashmi. Fawad Al Hashmi went for plenty. 2 overs for 22 so far. This is his third over.
Yes, Al Hashmi doesn't really put too much body into his bowling. He's basically bowling with the arm and not much body behind it. So he really wouldn't get too much off the pitch itself. Not much bounce too, despite him being a rather tall guy. And, one of the reasons is that he hasn't been of too much stress to the Sri Lankan batsmen, at least this pair, who put on 37 runs.
Well run. Nearly a cut-off play there at cover. The man from cover came across pretty quickly, so the batsman hesitated, but it got through him. But enough chat there to get cracking and pick up the single. So that's good running between the wickets, good understanding.
Yes, it's necessary that these batsmen look for those singles. They are into the middle overs now, and not many bowling opportunities or options for the UAE team.
Udawata's after him again, and he's got him! He's got him caught at mid-wicket. I was just going to say, he hit him out of the attack for his first 2 overs, and he's had another go. And Al Hashmi has got Udawata. Wow! Game on.
There certainly is on this game. The current rate 6.59 runs and over. The Sri Lankans in the middle overs looking to try and force the pace. Udawata likes to hit the ball around, but straight to Mohammad Tauk here. Again, showing a lot of commitment, intent. He had a few problems, a niggle on the field, but he's not left this chance. Al Hashmi is delighted, and Mahela Udawata, a very good innings coming to an end. He's got 67, 180 for 5.
I got that out, Ranjit. Kaushalya Weeraratne, I'll say it again.
Brilliant, but I'm not surprised. You've been there so often, and I think the names sort of come quite easily to you.
This is his 14th match. He's made 97, so he's got a 41, so he can handle the bat. But they've left Jaya Sarir out, and they've left Vas out today, and you don't count Murali as a batter, but it's just weakened their lower order. And UAE are now into the bowlers, and they've got Dilshan at the other end, and anything could happen here, I tell you. Well, it's in the air, safe. It was nearly another one. Oh, this could be a big upset here.
I can tell you by the reaction, Bruce, backing UAE heavily. Yes, it was in fact in there for a while. Kaushalya Weeraratne opening his account, just sort of going hard at the delivery, and I think it was very lucky that it went wide off the fielder.
We've got Atta Ali Khan quaking, shaking in his boots. For an upset victory here for UAE, and Bangladesh might have to go home.
Yes, Kaushalya Weeraratne sort of made his debut in one-day cricket a long time ago in 2000. So he hasn't, although he has just played, I believe, something like 14 ODIs. He's been someone who's been playing domestic cricket, being around for a long time. Went to the same school as Kumar Sangakkara, Trinity College, Kandy.
Last ball. Well bowled. 182 for 5. But just a wild slog, and he got out. Mahela Jayawardene was run out when he looked like he was going to make 100 easily. Kapil Gedera played a very poor shot, and so did Chamra Silva. So it's been pretty ordinary. Maybe they've just relaxed a little bit. Just feel the opposition isn't as strong as they might be used to, but that can happen. It doesn't matter who you're playing in this game of cricket. You relax, and the UAE are up. They came here to win a match. Spoke with them, some of the boys in the lobby yesterday morning at the hotel. I said, do you think you can beat Sri Lanka? They said, yes, we've come here to win. We haven't just come here to make up the numbers. And I thought it was a terrific response. Positive. And this is Tokir's last over. He's bowled beautifully.
Yes, Bruce, you're absolutely right. I think, say, whoever you are, it doesn't really matter who's bowling. You really have to play the good balls down and not give your wicket away. And I think what's been important from the UAE's point of view is they have not been overawed by the big names, the names that the Sri Lankans possess, and seem to be just playing every delivery on its merits and bowling or sort of taking the batsmen as they come rather than looking at who's batting.
Yourself, okay?
Now, I believe that in the game of cricket, especially in the field where, if you can create some pressure, and they have done now, UAE, they've got Sri Lanka, this fantastic side, in a little bit of trouble. And they're having to have a good look. Now, they've got to be able to hold this pressure. And if you can hold pressure in this game of cricket, you can crack the best players in the world, no risk. But we see with the emerging teams, they can go so far and then they lose control and the game can get away from them. So it's up to the captain now to keep these guys up and retain this self-belief that yes, they can bowl Sri Lanka out and maybe cause an upset. 29 gone, it's 185 for 5. Tokir 2 for 47 from 10. Fantastic performance from him, 4.70 on a magnificent batting track against a very, very good cricket team. So well bowled. Karim Khan also just at 5.8. Al-Hashmi picked up Udawata.
So Sri Lankans just ambling across for that single. I think there has been some misunderstanding between Kaushalya Weeraratne and Dilshan. So this was, there you are, there was hesitation and they just walked across. I think you can see that although there's not much panic, or you can't really expect panic from the Sri Lankans, there is some uncertainty out there in the middle.
Oh! Just landed short of that man at short mid-wicket. I just think that Saqib Ali, the captain, has to put some pressure on Weeraratne here. Attempt to bowl him out. If he can get him out and get the next tail ender in, well, keep Dilshan away from the strike. They should attack this lower order.
It's the very fact that Viratna hasn't really had too much exposure or spent too much time in the middle with the bat at international cricket. This really is the time. Good fielding again. And as we did mention earlier on, they picked up 7 wickets. And the trivia again, India's coach Gary Kirsten scored his highest ODI score of 188 when South Africa played UAE in a group game in the 1996 World Cup. That was the World Cup that Sri Lanka won.
Oh, he's gone for the hoik. Well, it looks like he wants to play some shots with Ratna. He's got 6 from 10. And what's important is he's got Dilshan on strike. And that's his job. Don't get out and just give Dilshan the strike. But it looks like he wants to play some shots. So they should set him up.
Yes, I think it's important that Viratna just plays second fiddle to Dilshan in this situation.
Out! He's got him! A big edge! There's another bad shot! That's shocker! Dilshan's gone! Ho!
Oh, it certainly is. I think the Sri Lankans have taken the UAE team lightly. Dilshan's disappointed, but that was a very extravagant shot. Just look at where the ball pitched. It was outside off stump, went for a big drive outside the off stump, through the offside, and Al Hashmi, you could see he's pumped up, and the wicketkeeper picks up the catch. And this is the last recognized Sri Lankan batsman. The Sri Lankans are now down to the all-rounders and the tail, and the UAE. They sense an opportunity here. Dilshan head down, he walks for 24, Sri Lanka 189 for 6.
Tilana Tushara. Tilan Tushara. I thought it was Tilana. Never mind. 2 matches. This is his second. He hasn't made a run yet. Ho!
Yes, he is quite an impressive player. Could he wield the long handle and play along? Of course, he hasn't played or batted in the ODI games. He's played 2 matches. So this is a good opportunity for him. But he comes in at a time when the Sri Lankans are certainly not where they expected to be.
Oh. Soft hands. Single. He's off the mark. 30 overs gone. 190 for 6.
Every day I want to fly, stay by my side.
190 for 6, 30 gone. Ho! I'll tell you what, they need to get another 30 at least.
What do you reckon that the UAE will be wanting to have Sri Lanka at, Bruce?
I don't think they want to chase any more than about 225, 230. Sri Lanka have come in with 4 pace men. Arshad Ali. Oh, there's no slip.
So 230 would mean another 40 runs. They've done this before. They've got 6 Bangladeshi wickets in the space of 7 overs in that last match against Bangladesh. So they've got some record behind them, but they are pumped up. You could see that they are throwing themselves up anything, and the Sri Lankans are, there is some uncertainty. Again, you see the non-striker coming to the striker, having a talk with him, and Al Hashmi, he's been doing everything. Everyone's working together as a team.
Look at them, you can see it in their eyes, can't you? They reckon they're in with a chance here. Tushara on strike. The leg spinner, they should be able to play them. There's, leg spinners, off spinners, left arm orthodox spinners, googlies, everything in Sri Lanka. They grow up batting against this stuff.
They've got a lot of options in their bowling because they've got a lot of half all-rounders. Shah has a few overs to go. He's their best bowler. Al Hashmi's picked up wickets, and Aman too, although he has been expensive, might need to pull it back a bit.
The sweeper at point is coming up. They're attacking. This is very good captaincy. So there's nobody in the deep on the offside. That's it. That's good. That's the man that just came up. There would have been a gap there. There would have been an easy single. So get the pressure on and take some wickets. 2 men in the deep. That's just behind square leg and just in front of square leg. That's for that cross-back sweep slog. Tempting a full toss. That had to go for 4 and it will. That's a poor delivery. We're talking about the pressure, holding pressure. He's just let it go.
Yes, they've been attacking the batsmen. They've got 4 men in the ring on the offside, but without cover outside off stump, you really can't give the ball too much air, and it's a bit of a gift to the batsman. It would in fact release some of the pressure on the Sri Lankans. A full toss, and he'd made good use of it.
Just slipped that one through a little quicker. He didn't want to toss one up again. Oh yeah, I'd be tempted to bring back Zaid Khan and attack the stumps a bit more. The quickie. Zaid Shah, sorry. Oh, a little bit of turn. Well bowled. 194 for 6.
Runs haven't been coming too easy for the Sri Lankans. You could see that they have to work for every run, which is a different kettle of fish. See what now the sort of ball is on the Sri Lankans court. They have to try and keep wickets intact